And he's only going to do that thereafter he will receive his distinguished award with the Speaker of the Oyo State House of Assembly and Chairman of the Conference of Speakers of State Legislatures in Nigeria. That deserves an applause, I guess. He has championed policies that enhance access to quality education and vocational training. His leadership has fostered international collaborations that equip young Nigerians with global opportunities. Recognized among Africa's 100 most influential young people, he has received numerous awards for his contributions to education, leadership, and youth development. Through mentorship and community initiatives, he continues to bridge the gap between education and employability, empowering the next generation for global success. Right Honorable Adebo Ogundoyin's mission is to inspire positive change and create lasting impact through education and capacity building. Speaking to equipping the next generation, international education as a tool for empowerment is no other than the Chairman of the Conference of Speakers of State Legislatures of Nigeria and the Honorable Speaker of your State House of Assembly. I present to you Right Honorable Adebo Ogundoyin for his Goodwill message. Sir.
Thank you. Your Excellency, the Governor of Oyo State, His Excellency, Governor Engineer Sheyi Makinde, FNSC, who is also the Vice Chairman of the Nigeria Governors Forum, and also the best performing governor ever witnessed in Oyo State and President in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He is ably represented by an astute and very intelligent gentleman, who I fondly refer to as the Chief of Chiefs, Honorable Olusegun Ogundoyin. You are welcome, sir. Also here present, I saw my brother from our own constituency, Honorable Doctor. He represents the federal constituency of Ibarapa Central and Ibarapa North. Honorable Dr. Anthony Adebo Ogundoyin. You are welcome, sir. Honorable Shehu Ashamu, who is also the Commissioner of Energy, is also a very young man doing wonders. Honorable Ademola Ojo, present. Also, the Professor Saliu Adilabu, thank you for everything that you do. As the Commissioner for Education, this is your own constituency anyway, so I'm sure you know a lot of what's going on here. Honorable William Akifumlayo, also I saw him earlier. Other political office holders here present, Professor Kaidi Adebo, who was also here, but I believe he has left as the Vice Chancellor of University of Ibadan. Professor Adeshola Ajayi, also here, I'm not sure if he's still here present, who is the Vice Chancellor of Abiola Ajimobi First Technical University. The Chief Host, and the reason why we're gathered here, thank you for bringing this program for the second time, second year running to Ibadan again, Lady Tolu Eledon, you're welcome. Who is also the MD TPSeal Education United Kingdom. Our resource people here present, also of course, the Associate Professor, Dr. Mian. I hope I kind of got that right. I'm sure it can't be as smooth as your country people call it, but thank you and bear with us. Thank you for everything you've done for us so far. It is my distinguished today bearing a message of hope and empowerment. As the Speaker of Oyo State House of Assembly, I am passionate about equipping the next generation of leaders with tools they need to succeed. And I am convinced that the international education is vital tool in achieving this goal. And it is one of the catalysts for transformative change. We've heard from the various speakers that spoke earlier. They've told us their experiences and how international education has transformed them personally. I am delighted to be back here at the International Study Abroad Fair, having attended and addressed the 2024 edition. I am thrilled to note that the feedback from the organizers indicates that the event is making significant impact and achieving its desired objective. This is a testament to the power of collaboration and importance of sensitization and mobilization. The general theme of this year's International Study Abroad Fair, Global Mastery, Local Impact, Empowering Minds Through International Education, is remarkable, pertinent, and it has a shared light on critical issues that demands our attention. As a nation, we must acknowledge the paramount importance of investing in human capital. I also want to use this opportunity to also thank the representative from the UBA and the work that they've done in the space of the SMEs. And we hope that from Oyo State we can tap into that even more. Education is the foundation for economic growth, social mobility, and political stability. By providing our young people with access to quality education, we are empowering them to become dynamic contributors to our nation's development, fostering a brighter future for generations to come. The Oyo State government's unwavering commitment to education is evident in its 2025 budget allocation. A substantial 144 billion 0.25, representing 21.44% of the total budget, has been earmarked for education sector, which this surpasses the UNESCO's threshold. This significant investment underscores the government's dedication to empowering future generations and transforming Oyo State into a beacon of prosperity and excellence. By investing in schools, teachers, and students, the government is laying the foundation for a brighter future built on knowledge, innovation, and progress. Notably, plans are underway to repair at least 100 dilapidated secondary schools across the state, complemented by our educational development programs. You must ask why this is important, especially connecting it to why we're here. There's a need to close the gap between the education here and the one that we have overseas. This is to help the students, transiting from the local education into the foreign education, to enable them to adapt quickly and enable them to understand better what is going on around them. Equipping the next generation, international education as a tool for empowerment is a reminder of the transformative power of education in shaping the future of our world. By emphasizing the importance of our international education, we acknowledge that the next generation of leaders, innovators, and change makers will require a global perspective, cultural competence, and a deep understanding of complex issues that transcend borders. International education is not just about acquiring academic qualifications, it is about broadening one's perspective, developing cultural empathy, and fostering a sense of global citizenship. This wasn't explained, I can't even explain this better than the MD of First Bank has already. He already explained how this impacts on our citizenship. It is also about learning from diverse experiences, challenging one's assumptions, and developing innovative solutions to complex problems. More and more, the problems that we go through in our daily living, it becomes more and more complex, and there's a need to accelerate educational development, even local. As we gather here today, let us remember that the future of our nation is in our hands. Let us commit to empowering the next generation of leaders, entrepreneurs, and change makers. Let us recognize the transformative power of education and work together to create a more just, equitable, and prosperous society for all. To achieve this goal, we must address the major barriers preventing students from accessing international education. These barriers include financial constraints, as explained by previous speakers, the language barriers, complex visa requirements, cultural differences, academic differences, limited access to information, safety and security concerns, among other things that deter students from exploring international education opportunities. Highlighting the need for support and resources to help overcome these challenges. We must explore ways to make international education more accessible, affordable, and inclusive. This brought to us the critical roles scholarship and financial aid play in expanding the access to international education. I will use this opportunity to also recognize someone very important to me, my beautiful wife, Mrs. Adebo Ogundoyin, who is she's the immediate past country director for Nextworld University. Nextworld University is an American university that is online based. So what Nextworld University do is that they provide international education. I'm sure she'll talk more on it, she's part of the panel. They provide international education to students globally. And in Nigeria, as of last month, January, they graduated over 1,200 students. And that is another aspect that we should look into. How can we educate students, remotely? And that is another reason why we must appreciate the INCI, who is the Associate Professor, Dr. Luana, here present, also mentioned the 100 scholarship that's given to the Oyo State students. That is also different ways where we can bring international education locally, and we would encourage that as much as possible. As we move forward, let us prioritize the development of our human capital. Let us invest in education, skills development, and youth empowerment. Let us work together to create a brighter future for our nation, a future that is built on the principles of equity, justice, and prosperity for all. As state legislatures, we will explore ways of aiding and supporting international education initiatives in order to empower the next generation of leaders. We recognize the vital role we play in shaping education policies, setting spending priorities, and allocating resources to support international education. We will advocate for bills and amendments that will promote international education, provide scholarship and financial aid, and help students overcome barriers to accessing international education opportunities. In conclusion, I wish to express my gratitude to the organizers of this event for inviting me to deliver a Goodwill message. I am confident that this fair will provide a valuable platform for prospective students, educators, and stakeholders to connect, share ideas, and explore opportunities for international education. Thank you for listening. God bless you.
Yes, sir. Please don't go. Madam is coming up. Yes. Yes. Please, round of applause for Madam as she is stepping up. Yeah.